Hello, and welcome to episode 46 of Snail Mail with Smokey. I'm Smokey. I hope that whatever you're doing today, you're having a fantastic day. Here in Wisconsin, it is a bitterly cold day. The current temperature is about minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit, with the wind chill factor much colder than that. So it is a good day for me to be inside the office and to work on my stamp collection. I'd like to begin today's episode with a confession. I have shown you my stamp albums in the past, and in fact, you can see some of them on the shelf behind me. Let me grab one here for you to look at. This is my cartoons on stamp collection. Cartoons on stamps is one of the topics that I collect. Cartoons from television, from books, from movies, but also characters from comic books, such as superhero stamps. I collect those as well. If a stamp has a cartoon on it or is drawn in a cartoon style, then it goes in here. An example is if there was a stamp that had the image of Satchel on it. Satchel is the official Snail Mail with Smokey logo. You see him zipping across the screen in the intro to my videos. So if there was a stamp that had Satchel on it, that stamp would also go in my cartoons on stamps album. As I open it up, you can see that each stamp is placed in its designated slot, and I will tell you that these sheets, once again, these are protective cases. They are archival safe. They are PVC free as well as acid free. The paper that I use to have these cards printed up, that I print the information about the stamps on, these are printed on acid free archival safe paper. Both things are very important when housing your stamps to make sure that your stamps stay in great condition for generations to come. And so each cartoon stamp is in this album, and then it has this card behind it, and this card gives information about the stamps. Most importantly, it says, "Hey, this is Smokey Stamps," but I have a place for the country of origin, a place for the issue date, the condition of the stamp, whether it's mint, used, CTO, hinged, lightly hinged, never hinged, a place for the Scott catalog number, and then there's a place for the catalog value. I rarely fill in that spot, but it's there nonetheless. So that is my my cartoons on stamp album. And it has been my goal, and is my goal, that 2023 will be the year that I get my stamp collection organized and presented in the way that I have envisioned. And that leads me to the confession that I have mentioned earlier. I still consider myself a relatively new philatelist. I've only been collecting stamps for about 7 or 8 years now. When I first started in this wonderful hobby, I collected everything. If it was a postage stamp, I wanted it. So I went online, I purchased many large lots of stamps. They would have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 stamps in them. Sometimes I purchased several ounces of stamps at once. And I just dove in with both feet right from the beginning when I started collecting, and collected everything. And as I got deeper into the hobby, I started to naturally develop my own likes and interests when it came to stamps. I've always been interested in Great Britain, so it was a given that I would collect British stamps. I also enjoy the micro countries of Europe, so they were in the collection as well. And over the years, I've added a few more countries to the countries I collect in my collecting circle, countries like Israel and most recently Canada. And then I learned about topical collecting. And so now, as with my cartoons on stamps, my long-necked animals, churches on stamps, I have about half a dozen or so topics that I currently collect. Through my short time as a philatelist, I've also learned that you cannot collect every stamp that has ever been made. It is impossible. In fact, a couple years ago, I was watching an episode of Exploring Stamps with Graham Beck. If you haven't checked out Graham's channel, there's a link to his channel in the video description of this page, as well as a link of several other channels that I really enjoy watching, and I urge you to check them out as well. But about 2 years ago, Graham Beck was chatting with Samuel West. Samuel West is an actor and also a stamp collector. And as Graham was chatting with Samuel West said something like this. He said that a collection is defined by what is left out. And that really resonated with me. And so I have used that as my personal philatelic mission statement ever since. A collection is defined by what is left out. And so that brings me back to the confession that I want to make to you today. And that is that while in front of me with this cartoons on stamps binder and the albums and binders that are behind me, while you see them and they are filled with what I consider well organized and catalog stamps, what you cannot see is this. And I call this, I just simply call it the box. And in it are stamps that I have purchased over the years. Many of them the first year or so when I first started collecting stamps. And many of them in bulk. And these are stamps that do not fit into my personal area of collection. To me, these are the stamps that are left out, and there are a plethora of stamps in there. And so some of these stamps are very beautiful. They are from different countries, from different time periods, but for whatever reason, they didn't make their way into my collection, and they have made their way to the box. Now, I have known that this box has existed for quite some time. And to be really honest with you, I have just ignored it. And that brings me to this. Since I've begun collecting stamps, I have had several people ask me if I swap stamps. And in the past, when I first started collecting, I thought it was a great way to get new stamps and to get rid of some duplicates. And so I did, for a time, swap stamps. But to be really honest, I found it a difficult process for various reasons that I won't get into right now. So I stopped swapping stamps with new people. Now I am so happy to help out a fellow collector any way that I can. There have been so many philatelists that have come along and helped me and sent me stamps or swapped with me, or even by watching their YouTube videos. I've learned so much, and so I want to do that too. And I believe that every stamp deserves to have a wonderful home inside someone's collection. This is no place for a stamp to spend its life. So what I'm doing is I'm opening up the box to you. I'm opening up the box to you, the viewers of this channel. And so what I'm going to do is I am happy to send you a selection of postage stamps from this box, free of charge to you. I'm not asking for anything in return. All I'm asking is that these stamps find a good home somewhere. And so it's going to be just like a giveaway. The only difference is, instead of having one winner, everybody wins. So I will send you a selection of stamps probably somewhere between 25 and 50 stamps I will send to you. These stamps will just be chosen at random from the box. Some are mint, some are used, some are on paper, some are off paper. There are even some CTOs in there, I believe. So please understand that if I send you these stamps, that I'm just going to count out the stamps at random and put them in a glassine envelope and ship them to you. So if you would like to receive some stamps from the box, all I ask you to do is send me a message either on Twitter, and there's a link to my Twitter account right here on my YouTube channel, or send me an email. That my email is also in the video description. It is Snail Mail with Smokey, all one word, at yahoo.com. So just send me a message on Instagram, send me an email, tell me that you would like some of these stamps, and of course send me your address to where you would like them shipped, and I will send them out to you. Like I said, it doesn't cost you a thing. I'm giving these stamps away, and I hope that this will do a couple things. First, I hope that you'll be pleased with the stamps that you receive. And also, this is my way of giving something back to you, my viewers who continue to give me and this channel such great support. You leave such wonderful comments. You like the channel, you subscribe to it, you're sharing it. And I greatly appreciate each one of you. And it is a pleasure for me to come and to share the love of this great hobby with you. So it's just a way for me to see a huge thank you to you, and just by sending you some stamps. Second, I want to see these stamps go to a good home. True, they don't fit into my collection, but they fit in somewhere, and I want them to be a part of someone's collection. And like I said, no stamp deserves to spend their life in the box. So that's it. That's my confession. Thank you for watching, and thank you for helping me find a new home for these stamps. I will remind you that if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a like, as well as leave me a comment. So thanks again. I hope that I'm able to find new homes for these wonderful stamps, and that they no longer have to spend their life in the box. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.